When he was drinking, he'd lose his temper.
He hit you a lot.
Yes. Yes, he hit me.
Now, I'll be the first one to admit I don't know a lot about fashion. But I understand that you're the best staff in the business. I'm a quick study, so I will rely on your strengths and abilities along with the leadership of our new president, Jackie Maroney.
I know some of you from my dealings with Forrester in the past. It's going to be a pleasure working with you.
Of course, you all know Donna Logan. She's going to stay on as lead model and also creative consultant. Now, I'm a businessman. As long as things run smoothly, I see no reason to make any type of change. After all, this is still Forrester Creations.
Like hell it is. Not without the Forresters.
Your name's Luigi, right?
Yeah.
And you don't think I can run this company?
No, I don't.
Well, Luigi, I must say you do have guts. You're not big on brains. To call me out like this in front of the staff, it's not smart. One thing I don't tolerate is ignorance. You're fired. Anybody else who shares his feelings, you can go too. Carol? Davis?
Mr. Maroney, Luigi was in charge of operations. He reported directly to Thorne Forrester.
You worked under him, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Can you do the job?
Head of operations, I haven't.
Head of operations, can you do the job?
I can.
The job's yours. And let that be a lesson to those of you who are left. I don't care what you used to do. What matters to me is what you think you can do. Because I think I can make Forrester Creations a bigger success than it's ever been. But in order to do that, we've got to share the same goals. We've got to challenge one another. We've got to work together. So let's get to it.
Good luck. You have our support. All these are from clients?
Well, suppliers and buyers. They've been arriving all morning.
Well, at least somebody didn't send us a funeral wreath.
Well, they might as well have. I mean, Dad doesn't need to be reminded that we don't own Forrester anymore.
Yeah, like Mother would let him forget.
Dad, is your mother here?
No.
Good. Maybe Taylor dragged her off to another one of her therapy sessions. Not that it will do any good.
Therapy's never really been Mother's thing.
Well, Taylor's not just a therapist. She's also Mom's friend.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think your mother's going to be able to open up to anybody. Certainly not me. If she can't change, then something else is going to have to.
How do you feel about that?
I ruined the table. He had every right to be angry.
I get angry at Thomas and the girls, and I don't hit them.
Those were different times.
You're trying to justify what your father did to you.
Look, in his mind, he was justified. He wasn't a cruel man. I got punished when I deserved it. Why are we talking about this anyway? I'm here to discuss how I can work things out with Eric.
You came to me because Eric resents your desire to control everything. I think you pretty much just figured out why.
This doesn't have anything to do with my father.
You don't think so? You just described yourself to me as a child. You had no control. You also had no consistency. You couldn't predict your father's behavior. You couldn't know when he was going to lash out at you. You couldn't protect yourself. He had all the control. You were just a little girl. You were just a little girl who was... You were just a little girl who was...
I need last month's quarterly report as soon as you can, thanks. Got marketing research here. Will you look at that? Thank you.
When you hit the ground running, you're not kidding.
I got to report to the Maroney board that this company makes money. A lot of it fast.
Hello. I've been summoned to the new inner sanctum.
Did you get my fax?
Oh, I got it right here.
Well, there's no reason to BS. You interested or not?
I've already spoken to a broker. There's some smaller manufacturing space on the other side of town. Now, granted, it's not as upscale as Forrester, but it's not as pricey either.
We would need room for legal and marketing.
We could shop out the advertising, payroll, shipping.
Guys, if we kept our costs low, we could show a profit within 5 years.
Oh, God. It took 40 years to get Forrester Creations to be what it is, what it was. You know, if we could do it in half the time, I don't think I have it in me.
Your father's home was his castle, his rule, his law. You misbehaved and you were punished with violence. It's okay. It's okay. It helps me understand who you are and why you've done some of the things you
Look,
did.
I'm not going to blame my problems on my father.
Abuse is about control.
Don't use the word abuse.
When an adult strikes a child out of anger, that is abuse.
Occasionally, my father would lose his temper.
Did you ever tell anyone? Did you tell a teacher? A friend?
No,
No one suspected?
it wasn't like that.
Was it something you had to hide? Did you have to lie about your injuries?
I wasn't injured. Okay, sometimes I wouldn't take my gym class because I didn't want to change into the gym outfit.
Because you were embarrassed about marks and bruises.
Sometimes.
No one ever knew? No one noticed? Not your sister? Your mother? Did your mother know what was happening to you? Did you ever tell your mother?
This isn't leading anywhere.
Don't stop now.
I have to go.
Stephanie, if you're going, if you're ending this session, then I have to ask you one more question. At your mother's funeral, did you cry?
Her funeral. Tamara, I have to tell you something. But you have to give me your word of honor. It will never leave this room.
I'm here. Obviously, I'm interested.
Are you interested enough to take the job?
As lead designer,
It would be a big feather in your cap.
working at Forrester, it's the very pinnacle of success for any designer. But this isn't the same Forrester Creations, is it?
That era's over.
Is the era of Clarke Garrison about to begin?
Eric and Ridge never would have given me this opportunity.
Are you in or not?
I'm in.
Smart man. Sign the contract, take it to my assistant, make sure she gets you in office.
When do I start?
You just started. Need your ideas for the spring line. I want an overview tomorrow.
You'll have it in the morning.
Mother, I'm going to need you at that meeting.
I'll be there.
I know it's a lot to ask.
If it's what you need, I know how much you want this to succeed.
You know, Mother, I've already succeeded. I've done something nobody else could do. I've held Stephanie accountable. I've held the whole family accountable.
Dad, Nick may have won the battle. He's sure as hell not going to win the war.
Unless you throw in the towel.
No, I'm not going to do that. I love designing too much. I mean, that's what I love about fashion, design. And not the business part of it so much.
So you don't want to start a new company?
You know what I want to do, Thorne? I want to put out a limited line, just a few pieces. Each one unique in its own way. I want to focus on quality, not quantity. Look, I know that the two of you may not have that exactly in mind. You have families to raise, you have children to send away to college. I know you've both received lucrative offers. Thorne, you could be the toast of New York. And Ridge, you could market your designs and everything you make on a much broader market. So, I just want you to know that that's my decision. But I respect you too much to influence your decision.
Everything you say in here, Stephanie, is confidential. You can tell me anything.
My mother is alive.
She isn't dead.
She's dead to me. I haven't spoken to her or seen her for 30 years. She's had absolutely no contact with my family or with me, and that's the way I want it to stay.
You cut her out of your life.
After my father died, I swore I'd never see her again.
It's a little extreme, don't you think?
You asked me if my mother knew what my father did to me. Yes, she did, because I told her. And she did absolutely nothing.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay here. Do a few designs a year. I'll be very, very happy.
Dad, the spring showings are coming up.
Yeah, and if you don't get your work out there in front of the buyers...
Well, like I said, it's not exactly what the two of you had in mind.
You sure about this?
Yes, I am. But I'll understand if you're not. Now go on, you have phone calls to make. It's okay.
We're not going anywhere.
Dad, if this is what you want,
We're doing it with you.
you rallied around Mother. You rallied the whole family around her. Now, we're rallying around you.
You asked your mother for help.
I just wanted my mother to listen, and she couldn't even do that.
What about your sister,
We don't
Pamela?
talk about what happened.
Did she cut her out of her life, too?
No, she lives with her in Chicago. She takes care of her.
Stephanie, you have to go see her. You have to deal with this.
No, I don't. You can't change the past.
No, you can't change the past because it's already followed you here. Now, you said you can't stop this overwhelming need to protect your children and the way that you want to control everything, the way you write Eric's back about weaknesses that you perceive in him. You said you wanted to know what the reason is, what the root is of this, and this is it.
I do not want to have anything to do with my mother.
I know it is not something you want to do, but if you want to save your marriage, this is what you have to do. You have to stop avoiding it and staying in denial. You need to talk to your mother about it. Confront it. Use my phone.
You expect me to talk to her now?
Actually, you're lucky she's still alive. I wouldn't wait too long.
Pam, it's Steph.
What a surprise. Is everything all right?
Fine.
It's been a long time.
I know. How are you?
I'm good.
And Mother?
She's fine.
Still in the same place?
I'm with her right now.
Well, I just, I was thinking about you, and I just, well, as long as everything's fine, okay. Take care of yourself.
Mom, you'll never guess who just called. Stephanie. She asked about you.
Did she? I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. It was such a mistake to do that phone call.
Stephanie, you have to face your mother. It's the only way to deal with this issue.
No!
You have to. Do you want to keep living like this? Do you want to save your marriage?
Of course I want to save my marriage.
Then you have got to confront her. Now, you've always told me that you would do anything for your family.
Not this. You have no idea what you're asking me. I could go and talk to her till I'm blue in the face, and she wouldn't hear me. She will never listen.
Stephanie, she will hear you. She'll hear what you have to say. If you are serious about changing, you have to go to Chicago and confront your mother. The time has come.